And this evening, we are going to talk about sports. And here, we come with a very eminent guest that is very well known in activities of sports, both nationally and domestically here in Gombe State. It's no other than one of the big, let me say, fish of the footballing activities in the person of General Manager of Gombe United, Alhaji Anas Musa. Anas Musa, welcome.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so we are before delve into the program. So as far as we are concerned, Mr. Anas, first of all, I'd like to congratulate you for being one of the sporting heroes in Gombe, that you have started all the career of football. Now you have become one of the top general manager of Gombe United, and things have been happening. Mr. Anas, congratulations once again.
Thank you very much.
And also, before the program, I think we are going to deal with one of the touching issue that have been happening in Gombe State concerning Gombe United. This is where we're going to focus our issue on. Mr. Anas, let us look at the preambleness of what actually happened. And you build up your team of Gombe United to this era, going to Zaria, Kaduna, probably Abuja. What was the secret behind that you had success?
Well, first of all, let me start by thanking God for giving us keeping us alive and giving us a healthy life to be here, and also thank the management and staff of the Nigerian Television Authority, Gombe Channel 5, who have been a very good friend to sports, very good friend to Gombe United, and particularly very, very good and supportive friend to me, my own humble self, because this is one of the avenues that was given to me for me to shine and to be where I am today. So I will be forever grateful, and I will forever be a member of this family, NTA family. This is just hope the family. I don't need any congratulatory message from the house because I belong to the house. So even the appointment also is an extension of NTA. So definitely it's an addition to the family. So coming down to your first question, which is the build-up to the season, how we came about this team. Well, it was a very, very difficult and herculean task. First of all, you have to identify a manager that has your own kind of vision, that has your own, that is thinking alongside your life. Somebody who can key in to your own motives, visions and missions of promoting young Gombe indigenous into the Gombe United arena. Well, by doing that, everybody knows that towards the end of the season, last season, the gaffer of the team, that was Baba Denaro, resigned. After he resigned, the former administration of Gombe United brought in Coach Balani Q. Then at the point he left again, and then they resigned him at the beginning of this season before they were dissolved, and then we were brought on board. Then myself, I totally believe in continuity. I totally believe in building up from where my predecessors have started building. Okay. So when I came, I hate the situation whereby when you come on board, the first thing you do is trying to hurt somebody that left, and then destroying everything you do, and then trying your own, try to build your own from afresh. That's why until today, Nigeria has been in stagnation, because our leaders cannot believe in their predecessors. But now, when I came in, the positive things I just picked is one of it is the manager. The manager, I feel, is somebody that can key into my vision and key into my dreams. So I just adopted him, and then we continued. So we continue with the screening process. I gave him my own mandate. Now look, in the whole of the screening, when I came into Gombe, let me let you know first as my manager, that when I assumed this office, I met only 7 Gombe Indians. Only 7 Gombe Indians. And out of those 7, only 2 are starting. Only Abba Meberi and Sadiq Pasa, who are the captain and the assistant captain, are starting. So I said this is totally inadequate, because the mandate of Governor Muhammadu Yunus High is to make sure that whichever kind of parastatal or kind of wing of government should focus on getting or reducing poverty to the barest minimum within the Gombe State community. Then as a kind of head of this kind of parastatal, which is Gombe United, then what will I do to kind of complement that effort of His Excellency? Then the best way to do it is to bring in Gombe individuals for them to play for their own darling team and then at the end they'll play their heart out. With money, without money, high money, low money, they don't have problem. All they love is the badge, and they'll play for the badge. So that was what we came on board to do, and that's what we've been achieving. So I don't know whether I'll have time to tell you how we achieved it.
No, just make it snappy.
Okay.
I know a lot of, if you start talking, I have to be very careful.
Then all of a sudden,
all
of a sudden we have to like, okay, now, coach, give me your own number of players that you feel you have screened and are good for you. Then I will give you mine, because I know Gombe terrain very well, and then those of that I feel can help us from within Gombe, I'll add it to yours, then travel with them out of Gombe. Take them out to somewhere, go and study them yourself. I promise you, anybody that you feel is not capable, tell me, drop him, let him come back, because I want the best. And behold, when he traveled to Kaduna with the team, he spent close to 2 weeks. I'll tell you, this guy got them so worthy, and he felt they can be of good help to the team. So proudly, when we came back for our first game day before yesterday, out of the first 11, for the first time in close to 30 years, we got 5 Gombe individuals starting in the first 11. At the point when Fortune Gakon got injured, another Gombe individual came in. At the point the ratio was 6-5, 6 Gombe individuals to 5 non-individuals, which is the yearnings and the aspiration of us, and that is what we've been looking for. And I did not stop in that. Even the jerseys we are wearing, we used to go to foreign states, to maybe Kano, Corn to do this. I said, hey, let's look, is there no company in Gombe that can produce us the kits for us to use? So I key in, I say, hey, let's leave Gombe money in Gombe, so that there will be this multiplier effect, so that people will enjoy their money, people will somehow enjoy Gombe State money, buy, Gombe State will somehow patronize making Gombe goods. Before you know it, I was introduced to one best company, that's the name, Akwana Alheria, and I gave this guy, and everybody that sold the jersey and the kits, the training kits, the jersey we were using, everybody knows it's of top-notch quality, and it's being produced here in Gombe.
Thank you.
So that's what looking at.
So, you keep me going. So all the thing has been going. You go into Kaduna, you succeeded, things are okay. So now, the best thing is now Gombe United are going to start their own NL League, and they have been a standby when most of the team have played their own team. So when Gombe United came to play theirs with Sokoto United, they were recently through the weekend. So this is the first acid test.
Yeah, it was a very, very big test, and believe me, I've been shivering in my own way, because look, it was like a baptism of fire. Baptism of fire in the sense that Sokoto United has been a very, very formidable team. It has been a team that has qualified to the Super 8 of last season. They escaped coming to the Premier League by just a whisker. And then after that, they qualified to the semi-final of the ITO Cup, that's National Challenge Cup, where they were eliminated through penalty shootout by Abia Warriors. So that shows you how good the team is. And they have retained 70% of their players and 70% of their technical crew. So that continuity is there. What they have been building for close to 2-3 years have been there. Then all of a sudden here in Gombe, we just started building barely 3-4 months ago, and this is the result. And then another thing that will add insult to injury is they had the first game, and while we were on standby, so they tested their team at home, and they got all the corrections right, and they came out to look for this result. So this is where we had our own second challenge. But thank God, with what we did, what we agreed with and the technical advisors is for us to combine energy and experience. Though you cannot gather all former MPFL players to play NL. They don't have that strength. They can only have the experience, but they'll be playing these big man sometimes. Before you know, it's a league that needs energy and running. So we have to combine the combination of energy and experience, and that was just what we did. We have some young talents from the various academies and those from amateur clubs who can have the energy but does not have the experience in that level. Then we have others like maybe George Mike, who have been a captain in the academy. He played for Wiki Torres. He played for many big teams in Nigeria. He is our goalkeeper. 5 and 6 we have Hassan, who has been with Eimba, Katsina, Niger Torres, Wiki, and then we have Saidu, and so we have this. We have Manga, who was the defensive midfielder of Doma last season. So we just got these experienced players so that we add to the young talents we have. And before we the team was very impressive. Everybody that visited Pantano Stadium that day loved what he saw.
Of course, we love to what so and we want to love it again and see it what again. So, my general manager, one touching thing that happened in the stadium was that one of those I could say a rivalry that was happening between Gombe and Wiki Tourists, the same group, Minenel, and their manager was seen in the stadium. What a shock! What impression that to the past.
Yeah, my cousin is a very good friend, but he's a friend of the game, friend of Gombe at the same time. He's a very experienced tactician, somebody who believes in young talents too, and somebody who believes in making observation of his rival teams so that he can take advantage.
Yes.
That day, he played his game a day earlier. Then he felt he had a day off. So the best way to do it, and you need to know, in the group, 3 teams are competing for 2 slots.
So,
yeah, the 3 big guns are Gombe United, Wiki, and Sokoto. So he's very lucky that those 2 rivals of his are meeting head to head. So the best way to do it is to travel down. That was just why he came down to do. And he hit himself somewhere. And he was telling someone after the game that he came, but he saw what will not allow him to sleep, because he saw the both teams are so excellent and so strong. To me, from what we saw, from what we heard, those 2 teams, both Gombe and Sokoto, tends to be more stronger than what we have in Dochi presently. I'm telling you, but it's football. It's football. Don't conclude anything and don't judge anything until the last day. But I'm sure, by the grace of God, we have a formidable team with the support of the State Governor Alhaji Mahmoud. I'm sure we're going to go places.
Oh, thank you very much. So again, concerning to what the fans they were saying and the supporters of United, looking at what happened at the stadium, I was there, I met you, I saw how things are very impressive, the way coordinating the teams, how they were playing, and everybody has saw his alacrity on how to push the team to get the goals. The goal has come, and even missed penalty was missed. So, was it? Can we say that most of the team now, their hope is the rekindle to come on?
Yeah, my relationship matters in life. You need to build relationship with people, and you need to not only build it, you need to maintain it. Maintaining relationship, building it is one thing, maintaining it is another. Yeah, because at a point, from the playing perspective, Gombe State players have already lost hope that however good you play in your team, or whatever category, you cannot make it to Gombe United. So they have zeroed their mind, and then the fans are not being carried along to some extent. So they felt they don't know what is happening in the team. So maybe they're even not needed. That's why sometimes you'll be seeing them reacting or retaliating to something that they don't even know. So another thing is the stakeholders in Gombe State, felt kind of dejected. We have people that were general managers of this team before. We have people that were commissioner of sports before. We have people that were former match commissioners at the highest level before. We have people that were there in the glass house at the NFF before. So why will you come as a general manager and then stay without tapping from the experience and the wealth of those people? So when I came in, I told everyone that I don't believe in a single man riot or kind of a single person success. I want us to succeed together. So I told my management team, it is only 3 of us, now the number is not that many. So I told them, hey, I'm going to get a kind of consultative forum. That forum will consist of our bosses that we know. Those people who cut across all political barriers. I don't believe in football. There is nothing politics. No. Anybody that can add value to Gombe United, even if it's in no party, zero party, let him come and contribute. Gombe United is looking forward, because in our appointment, the governor has stated in the appointment that we should get all critical stakeholders on board for us to achieve the success of returning this thing to where it belongs. That was the mandate. That was the mandate. And the governor is somebody that when you give you a task, he will not come in between you and the task again. He will rather push you for you to attain the success. So that was why I went out to call the lives of Alhaji Awolu Musa Omar Sansi, the lives of Farouk Elma, the lives of Yakubu Salman, the lives of Mauzo, the lives of the referee chairman, the lives of Arzu Gombe, the lives of everybody that we feel knows something that I don't. When we add hands together, definitely will add value to what we're doing. And before you know it, this it is only you put a roadmap for this thing. And this is what we've been going through, and I'm telling you, we are on the right track.
Thank you very much. So, and one thing is I want very technically. So, are we to say that Gombe United now, maybe in the short run, are what they are? Probably we expect it as it is in the long run.
Yeah, this is just the beginning, and people should know that we are rebuilding. And Gombe United is just lucky that it's a team that whenever it opens up its camp, people are still attracted to come in.
Of course,
if not, in the whole of the whole wide world, we don't have a team like Gombe United.
Why so?
Do you know why?
So, please.
The team is, after a season, it's a team that has no player of its own.
No player of its own.
No.
General manager,
almost no player of its own. Only those like maybe 7 players I told you, 7 Gombe indigenous I met are the players of Gombe United. Everybody will come on loan with his paper at hand. Then when he plays at the end of the season, everybody carries his bag and go.
That's what is
happening. So we have to start next season building from zero. So tell me, anything that is rebuilding annually, how can it have a playing style? How can it have a kind of playing culture? How can it have a kind of identity? So that's just the issue. So when I came in, I said, okay, the best thing to do is that the reason why I want to dwell on this local content, locally produced players, is we have to make them our own. At least with what we have now, I'm proud to tell you that after those 7 players I met, I have added now 9 licensed players, about 9 into the listen. So now when you add it, now in the whole of 35 licenses, we are having 15-20. Gombe State Indians have close to 50 licenses, then the others have. So now, and then there are those pool of players that I place on maybe like minimal salary, like 20 of them, for them to be within, they are training together with the team, but they will be that pool that I will be picking from, because we are facing the window of the NNPFL, the transfer window open that's mid-season. The good players you have may be pounced upon by other bigger teams.
Yeah.
Some other players are on their way to Europe already, so maybe their managers can come calling. So that's why I get these people, these players, 20 of them are training with the team, and they are very good. Even what the rest of the team are doing, they are doing it together with them. Then when this one goes, I don't need to go out and look. So when you add the 15 licenses we have, plus those 20 reserve, then next season, when every stranger packs his love beach and go, I have about 25 players to build on, or 30 players to be, whichever manager that comes in, even if it's same manager that I return, then I will tell him, start building on this. Wow. Any manager that comes in and met a 0 player percentage, he will zero Naka, because definitely you will see that what you're doing. So now we are proud to tell everyone that we will, by this end of this season, we will have a very good number of players that we will call our own. That whoever manager comes in, we will start building a team around. And that's the best way to do it.
Very hectic work, Mr. General Manager, that you have been doing with Gombe United. All these is very secretive. Maybe if you are not being part of the sports channels, you'll never heard of this, because it's something on the tune that they bring it out of on his own mind, with its off record. Maybe it's recorded now. Thank you. So as we're going, so now you have succeeded in the first stage of your plans, the acetate you've gone, you have succeeded in dealing with the Sokotonians and the Osmanians, and you are facing other things. You are traveling next to Kebbi.
Yeah.
For example, United, the home ground is being played at the Kebbi. So, despite the technical, what were you planning at least to see that maybe something worthy come out of?
Well, as I told you, I have a very formidable team that I'm not afraid or scared of anything.
Wow.
In Nigeria, I'll go out, beat my chest with my chest widely open to say bring on anyone. And for you to be the best, you have to beat the best. The best thing, we have to go out, and we have a mission. From the final whistle day before yesterday, we've told everyone. Being the technical advisor, we told everyone that cares to listen among the players that, hey, when the final whistle was blown, then now the preparation against Zamfara has started. So we trained yesterday in the evening, lightly, and then we came out, we trained this morning, and then we're training tomorrow evening, which I believe will be our last training. Then next tomorrow, early in the morning, we will take off for Kebbi. we'll separate the journey, split the journey, we'll maybe target to Gusau, then pass the night there, then in the morning, due to the security kind of situation in the terrain. So we'll break the journey so that everybody's safety first, so that we'll make sure our players are safe. So we'll arrive, God willing, to Kebbi on Friday. When we arrive Kebbi Friday, then we'll rest, relax, and wait for our match the next day evening. And then the target is simple: go out there, enjoy yourself, play good football, get me the result, and come back. You know, we want to be mixing results and enjoyment, because we don't, both me and my technical advisor, we don't believe in these packing balls. You know,
oh my word,
we don't believe in marking system or the very boring game for you just to get results out. No, we have to mix, you know, results and pleasure. Let our viewers enjoy what they are watching, and then let's grind out the result through that. And everybody that watched what we played on Sunday in Pantani will attest to that, that hey, he enjoyed maximum football, he loved what he saw, and then the result was there.
I'm calling related to that, Mr. General Manager. There was one mentality that most of our footballing fans, they watch football, maybe some they are very adherent to sport, they all know what is happening. Madrid lost at home, Juve lost at home, Manchester United, Man City even lost at home. So where was it that simple goal being considered as a simple mistake by a player or something like technically? So it became very hard.
Yeah, you know, sometimes different people have their own
to show on the players,
different
demoralizing.
Different people have their own different motives. Some people are not coming to share this up. Some people are coming in to destroy.
So you have to work.
Yeah, we have saboteurs, and whatever you do, you have saboteurs. And like when you don't have a saboteur, definitely you're not growing. So the only thing is that what makes you a man and a complete gentleman is how you handle the saboteurs and the sabotage. So that at the end of the day, you use it to your own advantage. We've made it as a matter of policy that hey, whoever threw anything, any object onto the pitch, we have made our stewards available.
I saw some of them already.
They were well dressed, they were all over the crowd, they were inside the crowd, and anybody. And the first thing we did, those stewards you saw, we collected them from 11 wards of the local government.
It's local government.
Every ward have about 5 representatives. Yes. Anybody that picks anything to throw, he belongs to a ward.
Somebody must know.
So out of definitely is some one. Then okay, this is it. We are in very good. We are in tandem with the security apparatus, and they know the time and the place to pick him. We don't want to even cause havoc, start picking somebody so that we will not distract the game from continuing. No, we'll let you be. Go to wherever you wish to go. We'll pick you up. Then we prosecute you. And then we pay all media outfits in Gombe State to be following what is it? Everybody will be following the litigation. Today we have been taken from prison to court, and then
the proceedings will be
until the end of the day. Wallahi.
That
person that throws something at Pantani Stadium has been taken to court today, and the judge has said this, and he has taken back to all the people in listening. Of course, by listening, people have the deterrent to know that these people are serious. We mean business. Not in a situation whereby we arrest you and somebody will come and say, please, your brother or your mother will come be crying that you are doing. We have to follow it to the letter. I told everybody, if it is Adnan, my first son, my first son, I will definitely follow it to the letter. Wallahi, he has to go to prison for that. So this is just it.
It's a riot act that the chairman of government, General Manager, was saying. So you have to be careful. All these were saying because of to make the play ground to look very safe and make it very. So looking at some of the thank you very much. So look at some of the national issues that occurred yesterday, and maybe like I say is that award of the craft players of there has been nominated, and we have seen Nigeria has another performed a miracle.
We're very happy that Ademola Lookman, our very own Ademola Lookman, has clinched it, and he has took it out of very top-notch players like Achraf Hakimi, Simon Adingra, like the goalkeeper of South Africa. Yeah. So we have he contested alongside very top-notch players, and thank God, It happened in Marrakesh. Marrakesh in Morocco.
Yes.
And we were so scared because Ashraf Hakimi is from Morocco.
Of course he was.
That's his homeland. But at the end, when you see what Ademola achieved, really, hat-trick in an European Cup final, a very big record, first time in history. So it's not an easy thing to achieve. So to me, coupled with going to the final, taking Nigeria to the final, his goals minus his goals in the AFCON, Nigeria couldn't have been in the final.
Yes.
So he was instrumental taking Nigeria to the final, and still he hasn't stopped what he was doing. He's still very good, doing well. So to me, I felt that he was the best candidate for the award, and thank God he clinched it. Yes. Congratulations to his family. Congratulations to entire Nigerians for clinching this. It has been long. The last time was Osimhen. So we are collecting a Nigerian collective from Nigeria.
Yes, yes.
So for the first time in a very long time, we're having a back-to-back.
Thank you, General Manager. And probably, perhaps before we write it up, maybe a simple message, maybe to our viewers.
The simple message is one: Gomnati is back. Gomnati is back to its full glory. Come to Pantami Stadium any Monday and enjoy the football met in Gombe. Definitely, it will be sweet.
Thank you very much. I love these words. Football is back in Gombe, and we are very, very happy to see and nominate our general manager at the stadium. Maybe probably next time when they come, and anytime in the studio we need the assistant to come and give us something like this for the viewers to come and enjoy, not even at the football and even off the field here in the studio. Thank you, General Manager of Gombe United, Mr. Anas Bamusa. Thank you very much. And your presenter, maybe when you come, they give you next time, we shall meet here at this interview.